Hello, everyone. Welcome to this month's Playdate. And it is May 31st. We're about to embark into June. And with us today, we have a special guest that I know you are probably all waiting for. I will introduce her in 2 seconds. But before I do that, just a quick reminder that if you're watching this on the replay, hop on and say hi. Ask any questions. We can always come back and answer those in the future. So what's going to happen today is Lorie and I are just going to be crafting. I will go away in this view, and then we will craft with what is in front of us and just have a good time. And so we encourage you to answer. You can answer questions too, ask questions, and just have a good time and grab whatever you're working on, and we'll go from there. So without any further ado, I would like to introduce to you, hey, Christine, I would like to introduce to you Lorie Edwards from Enchanted Dreams 71. And Lorie, I'm going to put you in solo layout for a second. Look at that. There she is.
All right.
Hey, Lorie.
Hi, everyone. It's Lorie from Enchanted Dreams 71. I'm so happy to be here. This is my first live, so you guys will have to bear with me. I'm not sure what's going to happen or how it's going to go. But yeah, I'm really, really happy to be here. Hey, Christine and Nancy. It's good to see you two here. Hope you're doing well today.
Okay, I'm going to put us on. Just
But
bear
yeah,
with
I'm
me.
excited to be here.
She's like, okay, get me out there. There we go. Got it.
Right. It's like, what am I supposed to do now?
No, there you go. Hello. I just was changing that up so I could get my face off of there. Yeah, so what tell us we'll wait a couple seconds, but in the meantime, what are you going to work on today?
Today, I am actually, guys, I am going to work on this canvas. I actually got this at a Goodwill for like, I think it was like $1. It's a pretty big size one too. So I have actually been here lately really wanting to get into more of some mixed media art with paints and just experimenting. Not that I'm an artist, but just messing around with some of that stuff. And I thought my first project with that would be some type of collage canvas that I could actually hang on my wall as my first quote unquote, I guess, mixed media project. So I'm just going to be collaging it with some of these antique book pages that I have over here as, the beginning of it. I'm not going to do the whole thing. And if I get done collaging this, then I'm just going to do a collage masterboard.
Oh, that'll
That
be
way I don't have to pay
fun.
attention to it.
Yeah, right. I know, right? Because it's kind of hard. um, yeah, I have, if you've seen my craft room tours, I have one of my mom's mixed media canvases. She's done quite a few of them. She's done them for gifts for all of us, and they're absolutely stunning. I've never done one, so I think it's really awesome that you're doing that. It's going to be fun to see how it turns out. But you've done one
Yep,
other,
I'm just going to.
didn't you do one other project that you had on your wall?
I do. It was actually a shabby chic, and that one was the my very first design team project for Doreen at Ooh La La Vintage Treasures. So yeah, it is definitely shabby chic.
Oh, awesome. I was looking because I, of course, have a ton of questions that, I can ask just in case something happens and it gets weirdly awkward, which I don't think that's going to happen between the two of us. And one of the questions was, if you could only craft with one color for the rest of your life, what would it be? And I'm like, well, I'm not going
Oh
to
Lord, it
answer
would be
that.
it would be pink.
Yeah, I know. I was like, well, there's no sense in asking her that because I know what the answer is going to be. Hi, Sherry from Louisiana. Welcome. So tell us in the comments, everyone. We want to hear what you guys are working on or what you're getting ready to work on. I wanted to show you too while you guys are typing, and I'll answer as well. I tend to not get a whole lot done when I do these because I want to make sure I answer your questions and watch them. But a couple of things that I have in front of me is one of Lorie's digitals. So I do have questions for you about that in a second, Lorie. But this is, let me see. I am doing, I think I might have done this on on a video not very long ago. But I got this and I wanted to turn it into a real art, journal, and it's big. And so I have all these pieces that I drew and things that I'm working on for watercolors. And when I saw Lorie's, I think I have a whole one. Hang on, Lorie. When I saw Lorie's
I'm a
antique,
hanging. I'm a hanging.
when was this from? What year? Do you know, Lorie?
Oh my word. I don't. I would have gotten it if I didn't know. But yeah, I don't even want to say. I do know it's antique, but I honestly have absolutely no idea whatsoever.
Yeah,
Nope.
if
I've got
I
it over there. Yeah, with the things that I've gotten in my shop that are digitals, and then 100 more. I'm hoping to try to get in there sometime
yeah.
soon, but I honestly do not remember. But it's amazing. It really is amazing. I love that.
Yeah, and from my love of interior design and working on houses, when I saw this, I was like, oh my gosh, I got to put this in here. If I had to guess, I would think it was late 1800s, early 1900s, just based on the font and stuff. But
That's what I
I,
was gonna say, but I wasn't positive.
yeah. So where can they find you
Yeah,
on
I'll
on
definitely
Etsy?
look and
Yeah,
let
where
you
can they
know.
find you if they want to go to Etsy and get some of your goodies? Where can they find you?
It is Enchanted Dream 71. Yep, all across the board, I am Enchanted Dream 71. And I'm thinking too, I don't know if all of you've heard this story, but that was probably the deciding factor in me kind of looking for a sign and figuring out if doing YouTube videos and, taking this adventure was something I should be doing or not. Um,
Hmm.
because those of you who do watch my channel know that, I had lots of trauma in my childhood. So I don't think very highly of myself most of the time. But yeah, that day, um, I thought about it, and then I was trying to think about a name, and then I came up with the name. 71's actually my birth year. Um,
You're
but
just a
yeah, I was
young
trying to
chicken.
think of it, and I came up with the Enchanted Dream 71. So I stuck it in YouTube and it was available. And I'm like, okay, well, I need to set up, Instagram, and I need to set up Facebook. Well, I went to both of those and it was available on both. And I'm like, okay, well, what are the odds? Because, not everyone gets that lucky where all the platforms, their YouTube channel name, they're able to get it exactly the way that they want it, because I do see a lot that's different. So for me, I kind of took that just as a sign that, you should go for it. Just go for it. What's the worst that could happen? I make one
That's
video,
right.
do anymore, so
Yeah. Yeah, that is awesome because I know, like, on some of my platforms, I had to, tweak it a little bit. So, yeah, that was like a
right,
sign from
right.
God, I tell you. Um,
Yep, email was available, everything was available. So I'm like, okay, this is it. Let's do it. Why not?
wow. How long have you been doing this
I
now?
have been, let's see, I've actually been junk journaling since like the 1st of November of 2019.
Oh,
So
wow.
also, I believe in my heart. So my quick story was I was actually playing around on Pinterest, something at the time. And even now, I like never really go on. But I was messing around on Pinterest and saw this beautiful picture of something. Had no clue what it was, but I'm like, oh, okay. So I clicked on it, and I kid you not, 3 clicks later, it had taken me to YouTube, and I was watching Gail Augustinelli. And I watched her make that first junk journal, and I
Oh,
was
wow.
hooked, absolutely hooked. So it was, so I went out and I started, getting the items. I was watching everybody on YouTube and, finding all these channels and trying to learn how to see what they had done. I mean, I had scrapbooked 20 years ago when my kids were in school. But other than that, I hadn't did anything since then. But yeah, I just started going out and buying the stuff, which I was a thrifter anyway. I've always loved the thrift stores. But just started getting certain items and started making junk journals. And probably, I want to say maybe 2 to 3 weeks after that, my mom was actually diagnosed with breast cancer.
Wow.
Um,
We
and,
really
of course,
needed
we
that.
were all devastated. And I think when you first hear that, it's like everybody just thinks, oh my God, I'm gonna lose my mom. My mom's gonna die. Um,
Right.
but luckily she didn't. She had surgery that took care of the cancer. It had not spread. They called it early. Today she is cancer free. She's
Awesome.
still seeing the doctors because you have to for 5 years after. But she's doing really well. But I think this community, um, just during that time, I mean, if it wasn't for this community, there's no way I could have made it through that whole process. She did lose her left breast and she got a really bad infection. It was absolutely gut wrenching, horrifying. And
Mhm.
yeah, if it wasn't for this community, I just don't think I could have gotten through that time in my life as well as I did, because at least for an hour or so a day, I could watch some YouTube videos and do some crafting, and I didn't have my mind and my worry on, what was going on with mom.
Yeah. And you know
So
what? That
yeah,
is,
I think this community saved me and really got me through that, very, very difficult time. And that was November. And then I think it was April of 2020 when I actually started doing videos and started my YouTube channel.
wow. And I
I
agree
think.
with you,
I think
Lorie.
that
Like,
timeline is correct.
that's awesome. And I am telling you, there's nothing, I follow a lot of other types of channels that I'm interested in, but when it comes to really just such a loving community, like, so many of us watch one another and others, like we know what's going on. And so that support that we can give each other, and that the opportunity for us to be a little vulnerable, if you will, and know that it's okay that
Right.
we all care and love for each other. That's, I think, uh, it's huge. It's absolutely incredible. And,
Oh,
it's nice
that's
to
two
know that
shoots.
it's nice to know too that, you know, we're hopefully making somebody's day too by all the silly things that we do,
Right.
all the things we create or the mistakes that we make that, you never,
Right.
my kids would
Lord
say,
knows I can do that.
yeah, as my kids say, yeah, mom, we know. But my quote to them since they were itty bitty was, be kind because somebody's fighting a hard battle and you just don't know what that is. And,
Right. You never
uh,
know.
yep.
Right.
And so this community, is incredible to, lift people up and make them feel good. So yeah, it
Right.
is
I
so nice to
agree.
see everybody here. Oh my goodness. Um, so we, if there are people on here probably that are new to your channel and vice versa, some that are new to my channel that are on the thread, but um, what else should we know about you? What are you up to?
Oh my word. Okay. Well, um, right now, crafting wise or personal wise,
Whatever you want to share. Well, you know what? It probably is good
whatever.
if you're okay with it. I mean, if there are some new folks here, it will be good to know if there's some for some reason that you're away for a while and aren't doing a video that you got some stuff you're doing.
Right. Right. So a couple of months ago, I started having pains in my lower left abdomen, and it took quite a while to get to the bottom of what was happening. I did end up in the emergency room. Well, I was sent for a CT, and they did find a mass on my left ovary. And so then they got me, or tried to get me, into someone. So the pain got worse, and I did end up in the emergency room. They did like an ultrasound thing, pretty much. But yeah, so I am actually, guys, going in next Friday, the 9th, to the hospital for surgery. They are going to do a total hysterectomy. So I finished my last day. And those of you who don't know, I do work full time at a major grocery retailer. So it is, it can be quite a stressful job. But yeah, yesterday was my last day. I'm taking some vacation time leading up to my surgery next week so that, you know, I could get some things done. And some of those is going to be trying to get my videos ahead. So I am going to work really, really hard at that, which, you know, I know no one out there expects that, but I mean, that's what I want for me because I love crafting
Mhm.
with my friends and, you know, being here with everyone when I craft. It's like, I think I craft and talk to myself because I'm so used to crafting and talking. So it's like, oh, it's just me today. Okay, sorry about that. You're not filming. Um,
Right.
but yeah, I mean, I think I'll be good, but there may be some, you know, videos that don't get out. And I will definitely, you know, keep everyone posted on everything and how it goes. It is outpatient, so that's good. I will not eat, shouldn't, as long as everything goes well, even have to stay overnight. So that's really good. So yeah, I would just like to ask prayers for everyone. Uh-oh, my dog's barking. Sorry about that.
No worries. We
If
can't.
you
I
don't
can't hear.
mind, but yeah, she is a really good surgeon. So yeah, we expect everything to go well. It is going to be kind of a rough, rough recovery, I've heard, but my husband will be here, so um, yeah, I will work him real good. I even told him I need to go get a bail, and he told me I better not.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
I
Oh, that's
did. I said I need one of those little bail things. He's like, "Oh no, you don't."
I might
Sound
have to
good to
send him
me,
one.
anyway.
Maybe I'll send him one.
You know, that would really be hilarious.
I know. I might do that. I got a bell. I got a bell or two around here. Oh, that's funny. Yeah, you know what? That's uh you're gonna be fine. We're all, sending up our prayers and positive vibes, and stop watching those dang YouTube videos about surgery. Good Lord, girl.
I know. I don't know why I did that. I did, y'all. I went and YouTubed it. You know, you can see my whole surgery on a YouTube video, and I'm like, "What?" And then before I knew it, I hit play, and there I was. So yeah, I do not recommend that at all.
You just went down a
It's
rabbit
like
rabbit
just put me out and wake me up. I don't care really what happens in between.
So I have a question for you. Like, what was, you kind of shared how long you've been doing it. Do you remember what your first, either what your first project was or what your first video was? Like, is it?
Oh, my first video was horrifying. That's what my first video was. Let me
Aw.
tell you. I think it was me and my son, or one of the pretty close to the first one. But I need to go back and watch that so I know. But I honestly don't know. But I do know that my son was trying to help me. Like, or maybe it was when I moved from my camera to a webcam. He was trying to help me set it up, and I actually posted that video. It was hilarious. Oh my
Oh,
word. Because he's
that's
like
funny.
really smart when it comes to you know, computer stuff, and I'm not. So I had him over here helping me. It was the
Oh,
funniest thing ever. Which
gosh,
he's
he
a
had
hoot
no,
anyway. So
he had no idea he was making his debut, huh?
oh my word. I guess not. No. But it was fun. But I honestly do not remember.
You know,
Because you know I have the memory of a carrot. So
well, we'll have to go back and watch. And that's the other thing I would say too. Uh, when somebody's away or they might not have, it's, I look forward to a new video, from all of my friends that I watch. But if I don't,
right.
know that we can hop on a playlist and watch old videos, and some of those are just as fun and interesting, or than the other ones. So that's,
Right.
you can always do that. So I'm loving these. Look at what I'm doing. I made these little accordion things. I'm even thinking about making little envelopes to go in them. These are all Lori's digitals that I'm using today. Um, and then I made some little dangles, and I made itty bitty tiny. Can you see that? Um, wheel tail tabs.
Oh, those are cute.
Look at that. I know. So see, there's so many things you can do with these. Awesome. Bobby Bonham. Hello. Hey, just an FYI from, look at how cute that looks. Looks like a whole bunch of little file folders. Uh, if you I was telling Lorie, if you purchased at last week's drop sale and you haven't got an invoice, that's because I can't find I can't find my um, clipboard, and I took everything with the hopes, which I knew it would not happen, over graduation weekend, to do the stuff, and now I've misplaced it. So just know I haven't forgotten about any of you. I tell you, there's always something. That's looking really good. You make fast
Yeah,
work
you
of
know
it.
what I'm noticing though? These two antique book pages, they are from Rachel at Roxy Creations, and they are 1700s. They're like bubbling. And I know I have glue up under there, so I'm not sure why that's happening. See that bubble? We
Oh,
have a
huh.
bubble there. So if anyone knows, let me know, because I have no idea what I'm doing. But yeah, that one's bubbling too, and those are the only two that's doing it. So I'm
Can
not sure
you?
if it's something about, it is
It's,
rag paper too. So I don't
hey,
know if that
Karen.
has something to do with it.
Yeah.
Not sure.
Huh. Thanks for popping in,
Hmm.
Karen. Oh, you are so sweet. Karen's giving us thumbs up. I wonder,
Thank you, Karen.
are you doing a moderating sale tonight, Karen? Karen moderates for several channels. She's amazing. She's also our resident antiques and vintage expert. She's my go-to girl. I find stuff and I'm like, should I buy this? I mean, because I'll just buy it because I like it. But uh, thank you guys. That means a lot. Let's say stay off of Google. Oh shoot, I
See,
made
I'm
that one.
not coordinated enough to look at the comments. So everyone, please forgive me if you've asked
That's
me
okay.
something and I did not comment back.
That's okay. If they do, I will.
Again, I have no idea what I'm doing.
You're doing fabulous. See, that's what I told BB's on here too, I think, and maybe Kara, but they were my last month's guests, and there's nothing to be nervous about, is there? It's I do all the work for you. You just sit there and look pretty. Craft yourself away. Um, but it's kind of fun. I'm really having fun doing it. Next month, let's see, June, I believe, is Pam Van E will be here next month. So that'll be fun. Hopefully you're feeling good, Lorie, so you can watch and hang out.
I am. Today is a good day. Now, day before yesterday was a really good day. Yesterday was not a good day. I just did not feel well at all, and I had to work 10 to 6. And then, of course, we had some folks that didn't come into work, so we had to run a bit shorthanded. So, yeah, yesterday was a little bit rough, and I actually went to bed pretty early last night, too. I'm just
Nice.
like, I just don't feel good.
Yeah, you just need.
But yeah, today I'm feeling really good, so I'm hoping I don't let my nerves get the best of me for tomorrow, and that procedure. So we shall see.
Well, that's what you're here with us, so that distracts you. How many
It's
videos did you do
very
today?
true.
Did you do a lot of videos?
I did 1, 2, 3, 4. I did 4
Today?
videos today. Yep, I did. Yes, I did all of my Marguerite Miller videos, including what is today? Wednesday, including the one that posted this morning, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, I
Holy
had to
cow.
get up and do it this morning and have it post. And I think I have 3 more weeks worth done. And then I did another video, I think. Yes. So yeah,
Wow.
I did 4. Mainly Marguerite Miller. Yeah.
Total overachiever girl, I tell you.
Well, I actually have, guys, I have a to-do list. What did I do with my to-do list? That's not good.
Did you
And a
see
pile of stuff. So I'll just give you a quick view. See, I have my to-do list. Oh, I did my stash.
Nice.
I am hosting a collaboration called #ShopMyStash 2023. And I post twice a month. So I went ahead and did the one for the 12th. And when we get done here, I'm going to go in and do the one for June 26th. I think February I will be fine. And then I have some other exciting things coming up, but you guys will know about it on Friday. Go check out my
Ooh.
channel and you will get that announcement from me. So I have that project I need to get started on and get a few done. So yeah, I am a busy, busy girl, but I did get organized. So I was very proud of myself for that. I did get quite a few things organized. And I've actually got my projects like, stacked up on everything. So I have everything for the projects. I just need to film them. So yeah, feeling really good about that.
Awesome. Karen said that um she's using your fashion plate pictures in her personal journal.
Yeah, I just looked over to read the comments. I told you guys I'm challenged when it multitasks. I just saw that. Thank you so much, Karen. I appreciate that so much.
I'm
I
taking good
am
photos.
hoping that with my, yep, I am hoping with my downtime, once a couple of weeks after, once I get to feeling a little bit better, is to be able to, get some more digitals in my shop. Because that's more of sitting down and just scanning stuff as opposed to anything strenuous. So, because I've got piles of things over there that's literally been there for 2 years, just waiting to go in my shop. I just hadn't took the time to do it. So,
Honey, join the crowd. I do too. Little at a time, right?
all
Now I
right.
wanted
So
to
I
see
think I am done with my collage here.
what are you gonna do now?
So this is just the beginning. And it will look nothing like this once it's done. But
That's
yeah,
gonna be
I
so
think that
fun.
is it. Yep. She is she is going to be all kind of grungy-fied. I can tell you that. So I'm going to
Oh.
sit her over here real quick to dry.
So did you I missed it because I was looking at the comments, but did you put Mod Podge down on the bottom and on the top?
I do. I put it on the bottom and the top. And right now, just for the sake of using it up, I am using the multimedia mat from Ranger.
Oh, nice.
And I have to say, this stuff's way too expensive, guys. You see this little bitty jar, way, way too expensive. You could find things a lot cheaper. I actually did on Amazon a whole lot cheaper, and I like it just as much. Sorry, you guys. You guys may not know this, but I will go ahead and just make everyone aware that Tim Holtz is actually my boyfriend, and yeah,
Just ask for
so
nothing.
yeah, Timmy, I'm sorry, honey, but this, you and Ranger, you got to get on Ranger about that. That's too expensive. But yeah, it's just research because I found some of the off-brand and knockoff brands just as good as that. So that's what I'm going to be using when this is up. But any kind of matte medium, I think will work fine.
Yeah,
Or
and you
even Mod Podge. I know a lot of people don't like Mod Podge because they say it's tacky afterwards or whatever. I mean, I like Mod Podge. I'll use pretty much whatever's the cheapest, and I've never had a problem with any of it.
yeah, I would agree with you that I mean you can even make your own matte medium for pennies. So
Right, right.
you don't have to always have the best, and sometimes, right, like
The
Roy said,
name,
it's fun to
right? The
play with.
name, the name is right. The name is what we're paying for.
Yeah.
It's not so much the product sometimes, it's the name. And that's the way everything is, designer clothes, this and that. You're paying for the name. A
Right.
lot of times quality does come with that, but yeah, especially for beginners, don't think you have to run out and get all of this brand name stuff. This is actually why I have this, and that will tell you how long I've had this and not even used it, because I seriously bought it like 2 years ago when I started out.
Yeah, you know what, I have
And
the
I've,
same stuff.
there,
I have the same stuff, and it's in my. I don't know. I think I tested it, and that was it.
yeah, that's it. Before today, there was like literally nothing going out of that thing. And I went and got the crackle paste and the other paste and the glitter paste and the that. And I'm like, now it's like, what were you thinking? I know you love
Yeah,
Timmy, but not that much.
I know. Well,
Not to pay that price for that,
if he's your boyfriend, he should be giving you stuff for free. I'm just saying.
Well, you know, well,
We'll have to
me and him had
talk
a discussion about that. It is really funny, guys, though, because I did tell my boyfriend, I mean, my boyfriend, Lord have mercy. Now I'm getting them mixed up. I
I
did tell
know.
my husband that he was my boyfriend because he caught me watching his videos. And so now when he hears his voice, he said, "Oh, well, there's your boyfriend." I said, "You right. Don't you interrupt my time with my boyfriend. Don't do it."
That's hilarious. Oh, that is so funny.
Yeah,
Um,
so he knows Tim's voice.
right. He knows to leave you alone during that time. It's funny. It's all made in China. You got it, Karen. Yeah. Well, mine's made right when I make mine. It's made right in the U.S. of A. Right in Iowa. When I do my homemade part pieces, I've had a lot of fun making some of those pastes and trying the recipes. I mean, what's it going to hurt, right? I mean, it's just really everyday items. Baking soda, flour, glue. And it's kind of fun. Look how cute these are turning out, Lorie. I
Oh,
got little
hold on. Let me
danglies.
stand up. I can't see.
Oh, you can't see me.
Oh,
So I
super
did some of
cute.
the long. I did those little ones, and then I
Oh,
did
that's an
these,
amazing idea.
and then I did these. I just took them apart. I'm going to put them on the edge. I think I'll use them as a tab, and then you can write on them. Look at
Oh,
that.
cute.
Yes. So thank you. These are
Wow. Oh, I like it.
fabulous, fabulous, fabulous. Let's see. Oh, you know what? I'm
You know,
not.
I've not even played with that kit either. Isn't that sad?
Well, you know
I've
what?
not.
Unfortunate. Oops, I didn't mean to do that.
What did you do?
I'm putting people's stuff on
I
there.
missed it.
I just put your thing up
Oh,
there,
okay.
which is fine. If people have questions, I can do that, and then you don't have to. You can see it right on the screen. Have fun, Karen. She's gonna watch us on the flip side. You know what? I now have 3 of these. I think I'm gonna have to sell one at one of my drop sales. The staplers with the itty bitty tiny hole. I love them, and I
Oh,
just
I
found
have
another.
one of those. I don't think I ever used it.
I use it all the time, and I think I had 2 of them here. And then when I was when Dave was, packing, deciding he was going to move all my craft stuff, there was another one in there, and I'm like, oh my goodness, I don't need 3. All right, I'm gonna do one more of those. Let's see. Gosh, you know what? I don't know. I'm thinking I get more done on these than I do like when I'm doing one of my videos. Like I've got a lot done in 30 minutes. Thank you, Shirley. It's so great to see you here. And I love the muted colors of these too. I mean, these are these colors I use a lot, but the darker ones they're not in my normal repertoire of colors, so it's pushing my boundaries, which is good.
Hey, Shirley, how long have you been here? Oh my gosh, guys. Shirley,
She's been here for a while.
if you don't know Shirley, she is I want a peacock on Instagram. You guys need to go and check her out. She is the one who made me my art journal
Which was
that I'm going to start
beautiful.
working in. Let me grab it real quick.
Yes. Oh my gosh, you are so talented, Shirley.
Okay, guys, I'm just going to show you the outside. Well, I'll show you the first page because I'm not going to do a flip through. But she is amazing. You guys go over there and check her out, especially if you like the grunge, which is what I did mostly in the beginning anyway, and just kind of got away from it. But I just, all I did was kind of told her what I wanted, and this is what she came up with, and it's absolutely perfect. And all I've done is one page in it so far, but this is the page that I decorated. Absolutely love it. But you guys need to go over there and check her out for sure. I'm so in love with this journal.
So I have a question. I have a question for you. Speaking of Cheryl, and you were talking about the grunge, but if you guys want to answer in the comments too, I'm going to ask Lorie. But what is one journal type or style that you think you don't think you will ever do?
Oh, is that a question for me?
It's a question for you, and then if everyone else wants to write it in the comments, that's
Oh
awesome
my
too.
word.
Do you have one?
Mm,
I mean, never say never, right?
I don't think I do because I never know what mood's going to strike me.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I guess because like when I first started, I saw more of the shabby chic. Um, what else? Just like florals and birds and
Mm-hmm.
botanicals, things of that nature, just kind of girly. But then I saw the grunge and fell in love. And I love everything from, the grungiest of the grungy all the way up to the shabbiest of shabby chic and every single thing in between.
Yeah.
So I don't think there ever is any one type or style of journal or anything that I wouldn't at least try.
Yeah. I
I
would
really
say I
don't
would.
think there is.
I would say I would be open to trying any journal, but I have to say probably
Right,
the one that I probably doesn't intrigue me as much is steampunk. Like I love the look of that industrial look. I love it in houses too, that to decorate that way. But
right,
I just I don't know, it just doesn't excite me like some of the rest of them. But I would try it. I think it would be fun to use like,
right,
the old found items, the antique, metals and gears and things like that. I think would be
right, right.
But you know what I'll tell you? I did
So
a
yeah,
journal.
see,
Go ahead.
go ahead.
Oh, I did a journal once that I thought I was going to love, and I had been planning for so long, and that was a fairy journal, and I have not yet finished
Mm.
it. It's the one thing that I have not finished, and I do not know why it just didn't bring me joy. But
Oh,
yeah, isn't that crazy? And I still have it sitting there, and I think maybe it was like my mindset. So, sometimes I think we have to be in the right mindset to do certain projects, and I just peeked at it the other day, and I was like, this really is a fun project, and it really is pretty cute. I need to bring it back. So I think I just needed to get my head in
right.
the right, mindset. So it's all about timing.
Yeah, I have been collecting stuff for a fairy journal, and I'm sure I have plenty to do one, but the mood has not struck me, not yet.
Yeah,
Um, but
I'm
yeah,
with you.
that's somewhere over yonder, um, in the to do pile, and it's probably scattered, if I'm honest, in 3 or 4 different places because I am terrible. That's another thing I'm hoping with my downtime, and I have already started, and I am pretty excited where I am now with getting a few more things organized because I actually ended up taking because I have the craft room, but then I also have my sewing studio, and that
Yes.
room is going to be that. Yeah, it's going to definitely be all about the shabby chic because I tell you, I love everything from one end of the genre to the other. I'm the same way with music. I don't know why I'm that way. I could listen to classical instrumental music and I can listen to everything in between and rap, heavy metal, classic rock, country. Um, I mean, it's just I love it all. I don't know. I've just always been that way.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Sherry,
Talk
I
about
get it.
strange, right?
I'm sure, Sherry, that your journals are much prettier than what you're giving yourself credit for. I'm telling you. We're our own worst critic, aren't we? Oh, so now I just busted out these. I drew all of these and I did all of these, and now why I cut them out, I don't know, because I was going to make a digital from them just because I think they're fun. But I cut them all out. I'm like, why did I do that? So now we're back to the drawing board. I'm going to do
Oh,
something.
guys. So All right, guys. So listen up. So Angela has a new digital in her shop, and it is absolutely gorgeous. Tell them about it, Angela. Lilac.
Oh, let's see. Oh yeah. So it
Beautiful
is
journal. I cannot wait
to use it. I'm excited.
to work
So
with that kit.
I don't know if she's here still or not, but Sandy, who is Wilhelmina, she loves purple. And purple is my least, I mean, I love all the colors, but of all of them, it's the one I don't generally go for. I have it somewhere here. And so I was like, you know what? I'm going to do something with purples in it because it's pushing my envelope of, what I normally gravitate to. So these are all, um, and I just finished, these are all on vellum, but so there's 3 kits, and this is I won't show you all of them, but these are the ephemera. I printed these all on sticker paper. And there's washi and tabs. And I accidentally did this. And what started it was not just Sandy, but also this is a antique wallpaper. And Shirley, look, there's peacock feathers on it. I really was tempted to do. I was really tempted to do some peacock stuff, but yeah. So I already put this together a little bit, but I really had a good time. Some of this isn't from there, but creating it, and they just somehow all just fell into place. And I think what I'm going to do, so I'm supposed to be doing a drop sale, which is a recorded sale tomorrow, because I usually do that on the 1st of the month, and I still haven't recorded it. So I may be going live tomorrow at 4 o'clock. I don't know. But I know that there's people out there that don't have printers. So what I thought I would do is maybe bring some of these to the sale so that they could have them, and they're already printed out. Oh, this is one of my favorites. Yeah. So yeah, that's it. Enough about me. There's 3 different ones, but they're fun. And I have to say, it's the one that was probably the most fun for me to do. And, it's purple. I know. See, purple is not my thing, but now I'm excited to do the journal. And tomorrow I'm kicking off, which I did invite Lorie, but I'm having a feeling that she's not going to be able to participate in it. But I'm doing a 100-day challenge, ATH. It's around the house. And what I found is I have a lot of folks that are new, that are very new to junk journaling. And so I kind of just took it back to bare bones and did some prequel videos. And then I did not pick these prompts, but I just generated them through the computer and just said, give me a list of 100 things around the house that you can use for junk journaling. And I'll tell you what, some of them I'm like, wow, I haven't even read them all, but I'm like, I don't know if I can. I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to do for that one, but it'll be fun. But my hope is that people then can be able to have enough stuff that they can create their very first journal if they've never created one. What am I? Lorie just said, I don't know what I'm doing. And I'm like, so see, Sherry, come to the sale.
What am I doing? What am I doing?
What?
Who, me? I was like, what am I doing? What am I doing?
I know. I don't know what I'm doing either. I was
I'm trying to do too many things at one time. I was trying to read comments. And I'm like, I feel like I'm neglecting everyone because I have no idea what I'm doing here. I cannot multitask. I can't even talk, much less, anything else. It would appear. Okay, there we go.
Sherry, my thought was like because I haven't really thought about it, but I think what I'm going to do is and I'm going to use the price that is in my Ko-fi shop, because my Ko-fi prices are less than what they are on Etsy, because I don't have to pay all those fees. So I was just thinking, like, so much a copy, like not very much. I don't know how much they charged it. Like, I don't know. Not very much. just so that people can get them. I think it's important um, that everybody should be able to use them, and they're fun. So, all right, I need to think about this here. I can't
Oh
remember what I did.
Lord.
I can't remember what I did with if I painted them. I must have painted everything first. Who knows? Lord have mercy. Here's a great example
Hmm.
about not spending a lot of money on the things. And that was the other thing about doing things around your using things around your house, right? Because we've all got stuff that can be repurposed. But this thing is like the cheapest. I think I got it at, well, I did get it at TJ Maxx. It was very cheap. It doesn't have a price tag on it. Uh, they're watercolors. I have expensive watercolors, but you know what? I never use them. So these work just as well, in my humble opinion. So what else was I going to ask you? Oh, I know. What's your favorite junk journal you've ever made, Lorie? And
Oh my
anybody else?
word. Where you? Oh man, my favorite
It's hard.
junk journal I've ever made.
It's kind of hard to
I
pick,
honestly
isn't it?
think my most favorite junk journal I have ever made was I made some soft cover journals, some real small ones, and they were actually, well, shucks. That's too matchy matchy. No, where am I going? They were inspired by Heather at Ruby and Pearl when she did her flip through of the journals and the items that a lady named Angela had sent her. And Angela does not have a YouTube channel, no social medias at all. But she does read, the comments that people leave for her on Heather's channel when she does a flip through of the gifts that Angela sends her. So that would probably be, or those, because I made quite a few. Someone reached out to me from Australia, and I agreed to let them purchase one of them, but I have the rest of them because I am so in love with these little journals. So I would
Oh,
have to say that those are probably my favorite. Yep.
fun.
They are going to
And
be decorations in my sewing studio, which is
awesome.
where they are now.
So, how many journals do you have? Like, do you keep do you keep a lot of the ones that you make? Do you sell a lot of them? Do you buy a lot from other people?
I do buy a lot from other people.
Hmm.
Um, I have, stepped back from that a little bit because, I mean, I I've spent way too much buying other people's journals. I'll just be honest with you guys. I really have, but I absolutely love the journal. I'm not a huge journaler, and a lot of times I'm one that I don't really write a lot down, which doesn't make sense because I am writing a novel, which I told you about, Angela.
Yeah.
Um, or I don't know if it's going to be a novel. It might be a comedy. It might be, I don't even know what to call it because I know nothing about what I'm doing. I'm just putting some stuff down on paper and we'll see where it goes. And it's actually going to be the story of my life. Um, Fun stuff, right? With a bit of humor in there, but there will be some, um, I'm going to be completely honest in there. If that book does fully come to fruition, yeah, I'm just going to be completely honest in that book. So there will be some hard stuff to stomach, I believe, in it. But yeah, most of my journals, though, I like to just sit and flip through and admire and take things out. I like to feel things. I
Hmm.
love to feel things. I don't know why. Um, that is mainly what I do with my journals.
Yeah.
But as far as a count, I don't have a count of how many journals I have. Um, but yeah, way too many to sit and flum through, to be honest
Yeah.
with you. So
But
yeah, I had to get on to myself about that. Um, yeah, because I was, yeah, going way overboard there, which I tend to do. So I don't know why. Crazy, I
Yeah, well,
guess, but yeah.
you know, you're very tactical because you like the feel of things. It's why you
I do.
probably
I love to just feel the journals. Right.
yeah,
Right.
and it's why you journal yourself. And that's what I always say too is that you know creating journals is just as therapeutic. That's how I started. Well, one of the reasons I started because I had taught mindfulness and happiness courses and things like that. And one of the things that was and is proven to help with your mindset is journaling. And, I've tried to journal. Dave is great at it. I mean, he writes his thoughts down and he also uses his phone. And that's just not, it doesn't make me feel better. But when I can sit down and create, it is very therapeutic to me. So it's all a
Yes.
matter of perspective, right? And so that's why
Right.
this is so beautiful. The rules are there are no rules, as I say over and over and over again.
Right.
Um, it's just what brings you joy. Oh my goodness, paper and glue, y'all. She fell asleep. I wish I could take a nap.
Okay.
We are having fun. How are you? I saw I needed to hop on and you had a video that came up. Was that today or yesterday? Or maybe I just saw it. Does anybody else have issues with people that you're subscribed to that then the their videos don't come up until or sometimes at all? And I don't hit the bell. I just look at but I've had that happen a lot. I don't know, maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm special.
You are special.
I know. Yeah. I'm something, that's for sure. Uh Stick pin journal. Ooh.
Okay. What am I doing now? I have no idea. Let's figure it out. Let's see. Um,
Now I am intrigued about this stick pin journal, Sherry. See, and that's the other thing that has been it makes me very happy is having a channel is kind of like even with some of the vlogs that we do, it's like a diary of all of my projects because otherwise, like Sherry said, sending them away and giving them to people and then we're like, oh, I wish I had that journal. But in this case, you get to always go back to the videos and have them there. Sherry, I have a flip flop journal. I went out of control the other day when I was well, it was a couple weeks ago, and I just started making this flip flop with envelopes, and it flipped and flopped so out of control. I don't even know. I'm like, wow, oh boy. And then I thought, well, this would be fun to
Hi,
do a video
Julie.
on, but I have no idea what I did, so I got to go back and figure it out.
Hi, Julie. I love the lurkers. Most of the time, I'm a lurker myself. So feel
Julie,
free.
Day Trip Vintage, how are you? I'm glad you're lurking. Lurkers are fun.
Ooh, that's blue. Let's see. Ooh, she's pretty. And she's pretty. All right. So I'm thinking next, I have these. This was just stuff left over from, I think, these that I did. These little cards. I just backed them
Oh, those are cute.
because I printed them out. Yeah, these are gorgeous. I like to back because I like to, with certain things, print out on better quality paper and then just back them to make them sturdier, especially if I want the pictures to really stand out and be vibrant.
Yeah, that's what I was just
And
noticing
it's not
about this
like,
stuff. This is crap. It's crap paper.
and it's not like I don't have an unlimited supply of book pages to, back things with to strengthen them up.
That's true. I think it's really hilarious because my kids, when we're doing something and or I need something, I need a piece of paper at any given moment. And they're like, Mom, you have thousands and thousands of pieces of paper. You cannot find a blank piece of paper.
Right.
I'm like, I know, it's the pressure. Pathetic, isn't it? So what's your one addiction like when it comes to journaling? Um what thing do you just like you can't have enough of or buy more of, or do you have one thing? And you
Oh
guys,
my
I will,
word. Are you talking to me again? Oh
you
Jesus.
and everyone.
You're just
Yeah.
going to end up getting me in so much trouble.
Well, your husband's not home, is he? He
I
won't hear.
Yes, he's home.
Oh
Of
no,
course,
you're
they
in trouble.
disappeared because I told him. He's actually got two of the grandbabies. I'm not sure if they've been picked up by their dad yet, but he agreed to keep them. And I'm like, I have a live at 4 o'clock. You have to disappear. And now you have to disappear with two children. So they're around here somewhere. I am not sure where. I am gonna say,
Oh gosh, what did I do?
oh my word. I have a number one and a number two, I think.
Okay.
So unfortunately, my boyfriend comes in at number two. So
Okay.
my
Oh,
number
he's
two
number two.
addiction is anything that's has to do with Tim Holtz and ideology.
Well, that's your
And I
boyfriend.
mean, I know, but I need to find out a cheaper way to support him.
Well,
I
he needs to
mean,
start
he's not
giving you
supporting
free
me at
stuff.
all.
He needs to give you free stuff. That's
There
your
you go.
solution.
Right. I'm going
Mm.
to say probably my hardest thing to not is going to be lace. I absolutely love lace.
Ah,
And when I get my room done and I actually show the laces, you guys are going to know how off the wall crazy I have become. And I don't understand it. I really don't, but it's probably going to be lace. I have more lace than I have anything. I have more lace than I could ever use in my life, but I
well, maybe
still
you
find myself still,
buying
oh,
more.
I just bought lace, guys. I just bought lace. It's coming. It wasn't cheap. Oh, shame on me. Yes, it would be lace.
Well, you could
That is my one thing.
put it in your, last wishes that you want to be buried with all your lace. There you go.
I
Take it
know,
with you.
right? Oh,
Yeah.
man. It is lace. I am not sure how that happened because, you know, you guys that watch my channel, you guys know I grew up on a farm, a 200-acre farm out in the middle of nowhere. I mean, we weren't dainty and frittly. I'm a tomboy and I don't get it. I
That's
really
fun.
do not get it because definitely grew up as a tomboy, never really remember wearing dresses, and I certainly don't wear them today unless someone's getting married or someone's died. I am not. You're not going to see me in a dress or a skirt or anything like that. Um, but yeah, it's definitely lace. So I'm not sure what happened there.
I don't, I don't know if this is a problem or I asked you the question and I'm like, I don't even know. Bye, Sherry. What it might be. I have an addiction to all of the children's readers, all of the antique and vintage ones, like anything and it's
Uh,
ridiculous. I can't stop myself. Uh, I don't know. I mean, that would be one thing. Those of you who watch and come to my sales probably could tell me better than I can tell myself. But I don't think it would be. I get sucked in with your boyfriend when he has those shows, and I end up buying stuff I don't need. So I try to watch it on the replay instead of watching it when
same.
it's live, because then I'm like, oh, well, then I don't have the influence of
Oh
all these
my
other people
word.
going. I'm not saying it works all the time, but I don't know. I love the readers more than probably any other books, and I love vintage catalogs or magazines.
Oh
Anything
yeah.
that has fashion or interior design in it, I'm a sucker for.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Now, if it was a tangible thing that was something in my house, it would have to be milk glass. I got a serious problem with that, but I'm fine with it. Luckily, I have a place to put it, and I don't get to look at it all the time, but it's at the venue all neatly on the shelves. But I'm telling you guys, at some point, it's gonna come back, and it's gonna be everybody's gonna want it. Julie, I know, and I don't either. And see, I have this, Julie, I have this philosophy that if I come home with like new children's books or readers, that one of them that's in, I have a 2-tier barrister bookcase, so it's not huge, that something has to go. I'm getting to a point where that's not happening. I'm like, I can't. So I either need to stop buying them or I need to let it go. It's impossible. And when you see them, I had a video I did of a trip to Walnut, and I went into this one antique store that's name is escaping me. I go there usually every time. And they have an entire, oh, Julie, you would love it, an entire cabinet full of just Dick and Jane's of all. I mean, they even have the cutouts and the whole, I don't know, they have everything. My gosh, they're like hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of dollars for one item. Oh yeah. It's anything that has Dick and Jane in it. And I just go in there and drool. I'm like, oh my gosh, these are amazing. It's fascinating to me. I'm telling you. Yeah, I look at it and I record it every single time I go there because I'm like, ooh, what do they have? They had these huge. They probably were used maybe back in the day in the front of the classroom, and they're probably like 3 feet high by probably at least 24 inches wide. And their books, they're Dick and Jane readers. I think the cheapest one was $200. Hi, Shirley. Yeah, sure. Is Shirley in Scotland? It's really late where she's at. Lorie might have put us on pause. She might have had those grandbabies might be around. Yes, I thought so. I did not get to go to Scotland when I was in London, and I regret it. Oh my goodness. Oh yeah, I know, Julie. Of course I wanted it. I was like, oh, could I? And I'm like, no, you can't do that. She's back. Hello. Yeah, this paper that I have is, I should have used, I don't know, I should have printed on some kind of watercolor paper, but I didn't. I don't even know what I'm going to do with this once I'm done. Yeah, so the one thing, my answer to being able to use all the Dick and Janes is my kids had the Dick and Jane reader. I think I have. It's the yellow one, and it's just the reproduction. But my baby's 17. So they had one because I even loved them back then before I was doing junk journaling. And then that's the one thing I look for when I go to thrift stores, and I will buy every single one of them because then I don't feel bad ripping them apart and, using them. So, and you can find them pretty readily. I mean, well, I don't know how readily. I found like maybe 3 or 4 of the newer ones anyway. And I think they have more than one edition, but that's the one that I had for my kiddos. And my kids really like to read it too. I don't know. when they were littler. There's something about the way that they did pictures and interactive, the interactive children's books than the way they do them now. I think there's $3.95. $3 and honey, Julie, that is a great deal. $3.95. Wow. Lorie, you there?
Yes, I'm here. I'm sorry.
I thought you probably had to take care of business though. I just wanted to make sure you were.
No, I just got a little bit nauseated, but I'm good. I'm good.
Oh, do we need to call it a day?
Uh, Probably here kind of soon, maybe a few more minutes.
Yep, we're just
Had a
right
good
at.
day all day today, but
Yeah, let's not ruin
yeah,
it.
just for some reason this old junk just hits me out of nowhere. I'm not sure.
Well, in another week or so, you will be much better.
I know, much better. Yep, not have to worry about this.
That's for sure. Well, I am so
Yeah,
excited that I got to spend so much time, and what's even better is that we've expanded our friendship and have a really cool connection. And again,
right,
that's like you said at the beginning, that's what this community really enables us to do. So I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart
right.
uh, for being here.
Oh, you're welcome.
Yeah, and please, if you haven't already, subscribe to Lori's channel. Give this a little thumbs up, and subscribe here too if you haven't as well. But uh,
Of course.
yeah, and anything before we go, uh, Lorie, that you want to leave our friends with?
I just want to say thank you all for coming. It means so much to me that, you took the time out of your day to come spend some time with me and Angela. And I know we were supposed to do this in May, and we barely made it. It's the last day of May, because of course I kept having to put it off. But Angela, I thank you for your patience and everything, so I could get my crap together or try to get it together anyway. But yeah, I really, really do appreciate all you guys being here. It really does mean a lot to me. A lot of new people that I don't know. So I really do look forward to getting to know you guys. Come on over on my YouTube channel and check it out and see what I'm about. And I am on social media. I try to, keep up to date with that. And I do have a Facebook group. It's fairly new. I've missed a couple of days here lately where I haven't posted anything because being sick, trying to work too, and then now everything's just going to be so hectic leading up to my surgery next Friday. Yeah, I really do appreciate you guys more than you'll know. And if you guys could just say a prayer for me for next Thursday, I would certainly appreciate that. Get everybody to say a prayer. Because which yeah,
That
just say a
works.
prayer for my mental state between now and Friday would be amazing.
Yep, I definitely we will. And again, we'll be thinking about you, and I thank you very, very much. Lorie, when I am in the broadcast, if you just stay on there for a second until uh, it ends, that would be awesome. I didn't tell you that part before, so thank you. Thank you guys,
Okay.
everyone,
All
as
right.
usual. And hopefully, I'll see you tomorrow, whether it's live or recorded for the sale. And otherwise, until next time, take care, everybody.